Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to show you how to make this delicious vegan vodka lasagna. This is perfect for date night, for Valentine's Day, or anytime you want to impress someone special with a delicious and fancy vegan meal. So we're going to have two different components in our filling, and the first is just going to be a vegan beef. So you just use whichever kind you like. I got this one because it was on sale. The Trader Joe's one's also great. 1/2 yellow onion and Italian seasoning. For the next filling component, we're just going to make a ricotta, which is simply tofu, lemon juice, and various seasonings. It's so good. Next we have the star of the show, which is this vodka sauce. It's so delicious. I use cashew cream, which is just cashews mixed with water, and it turned out amazing. Make sure to screenshot this recipe, or I will also have the entire recipe in the description box below. And then finally we have, of course, our lasagna noodles. I used 9, and then for topping I used the Miyoko's vegan mozzarella. It's amazing. You can find it at Sprouts, but if you don't want to use that, you can use any other kind, or it's totally optional, so you can just put sauce on top. Okay, so I'm starting off here with my vegan ricotta cheese, and this is firm tofu that I am placing in my little food processor, and then I'm just going to add my lemon juice and all of my seasonings, and then just blend it up until it is a nice, creamy, smooth consistency that is similar to ricotta cheese. Now I'm just going to boil my noodles. You don't necessarily have to boil it if you make lasagna, but I prefer doing it this way. I think it's a little easier and more foolproof. Okay, so now for the beef, in my saucepan, I'm just sauteing that onion, and I'm just going to let it get nice and fragrant over medium-high heat. And now I'm adding in my vegan beef. It's crazy how real that this one looks. And then I'm just going to just get it crumbly, and adding my seasonings, lots of garlic, and just make sure this is really well seasoned. I think the key to making a great lasagna is just seasoning every layer, every component. And then I'm just letting that cook until it gets a little brown. It doesn't have to be totally cooked since we are baking this in the oven. And now I'm spraying down my pan and getting ready to make my sauce. So I'm just pouring an entire bottle of sauce here. It's, I think, 10 ounces, and then I'm adding my cashew cream and mixing it all up. And you can make your own tomato sauce for this, of course. This is just a slightly easier way since this recipe already has so many components to it. So I'm just letting everything mix really well. Okay, so at this point, I go ahead and add all of my seasonings and vodka. And I'm gonna bring it up to a medium-high heat. Make sure it gets a little boily. This way the vodka can cook down. Once the sauce starts to boil, that's when you'll turn it down to a medium-low heat. And then you're just gonna let the sauce cook for about 10 or so minutes, as it will be cooking more in the oven. Okay, so now I'm layering, starting off with a layer of sauce on the bottom, and then I'm adding my first layer of noodles, and now I'm going to add the ricotta mixture. Next, I'm adding another layer of noodles, followed by some more sauce. And then up next, I'm going to add my meat mixture, do the all-in-one layer, and then add more sauce on top of that before adding the final layer of noodles. So then I'm adding the final layer of noodles, final layer of sauce, and then topping it with that mozzarella cheese from Miyoko's. It's liquid mozzarella. It's so good. Definitely try it out if you can. And then I'm topping it with oregano and roasted red pepper flakes and nooch. Now that my lasagna is all ready, I am placing it in the oven at 375 for about 40 minutes. There you have it. You can definitely tell when it's ready. It's looking nice and crispy around the edges, and the sauce is nice and cooked into everything, and it is super delicious. I'm just topping it with more red pepper flakes and ready to serve. I definitely recommend trying this lasagna if you're wanting to impress anyone. The vodka sauce just adds an extra layer of decadence, and it is super amazing and not actually very hard to make at all. So definitely recommend giving this a try. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching.